Yeah, man, I just wanted to make this quick video. Um, just because I know a lot of people was talking about this. Because I know a lot of people, was expecting this day to come. A lot of people wasn't really expecting this day to come. A lot of people thought it was a joke and, it was a hoax and, a lot of smoke and mirrors. But it was real after the day, man. Shannon Sharp said his goodbyes and everything like that. And it, became real pretty much after he said his goodbyes. And I wanted to talk about the future of Undisputed. I've been waiting to make this video up until Shannon Sharp's departure. But I've been waiting to make this video and just talk about the future of the show and everything that comes with it. So in terms of Undisputed and the future of the actual show, I heard a few names being floated around. Nick Wright, or Jason McIntyre, I heard Shady McCoy, Joy Taylor, people like that, right? Well, no pun intended, but first things first, Nick Wright is doing his show first things first. So with Chris Broussard and Kevin Wiles and sometimes they have Eric Mangini on there, sometimes they have Greg Jennings, who I'm gonna talk about in a few minutes. They had guys like that on, right? Jason McIntyre, sometimes he does the Herd with Colin Cowherd. Now that Joy Taylor is gone, on to Speak for Yourself, which is another reason why I don't think she'll get the gig. I don't think she wants to be co-host on Undisputed after she just did moderator duty on Undisputed. I don't think the two women, one man dynamic is going to work with Skip. Just knowing his personality and the way he operates, bro, I don't think that somebody like Joy Taylor opposing his views is going to work, with him. Just the way his ego set up, bro, I don't think like that shit. it's not gonna work out favorably for nobody, right? You look at Shady McCoy. And I heard his name being like the favorite, the front runner to kind of like be Skip new running mate. Here's my thing, right? Shady McCoy would be good, I guess, if you want to do like cowboy topics and like football topics and stuff like that. But the dude is so I get, bro. You a Philadelphia Eagle. Like, Shady McCoy is a Pennsylvania guy all the way, went to Pittsburgh, grew up in the Pennsylvania area, played for the Eagles, stuff like that, right? But, bro, like, the dude just talked like he was just some supreme. And yeah, maybe Shady McCoy might make the Hall of Fame. If you look at his total numbers and if you look at the Super Bowl rings, which, truth be told, the dude didn't do shit in the Super Bowl runs, bro. He didn't get no time, no run, nothing in Kansas City or Tampa Bay. So he got 2 cheap rings, I guess, that you could put on his resume and say, oh, well, he got 2 Super Bowls. All right, cool. Like, whatever. But it'd be good if dude wasn't, 1, biased, and 2, a bad commentator. Like, the dude is just bad. Like, not bad in the sense that, like, he just stumbled over his words, and he ain't got no problem talking and speaking into the camera. But the dude is just bad. Like, his analysis is just bad, bro. It's early Nick Wright levels of, like, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. That's early Nick Wright type stuff, bro. Like, when Nick Wright was just like early, like, buzz cut Nick Wright before he like grew his hair out and shit and like grew his facial hair. Like, that's how bad it is, bro. That's how bad it is. It's like he just say stuff out his mouth that you be like, what? Like, Come on, dude. And then, and then, on top of that, like Nick Wright doing his own show, Joy Taylor doing her show with again with Shady, so they gonna pluck Shady off and put him on Undisputed. I don't really see that happening. But two guys that I think that don't really got their own real setup, and the reason why I picked two football guys is because I think they'll have good insight on what to actually talk about on a lot of these topics, and they'll be a lot more level-headed and, I wouldn't say not emotional, because they do have like they strong opinions and stuff like that. But the two dudes that I would actually like to see Skip Bayless square off against, one is Greg Jennings. I think Greg Jennings is smart, articulate, and he knows his stuff. And two, I would suggest LeVar Arrington. LeVar Arrington, if y'all don't know about LeVar Arrington, I know a lot about LeVar Arrington because he played for the Washington Redskins early in his career when they was called the Redskins, right? And after he retired, he stayed in the DMV area and did some radio. Like, he would do like radio on like the local stations, and he had like his own like radio show, podcast type deal with a guy named Chad Dukes. And if you know anything about Chad Dukes is a guy who, a bit controversial, but he would like sort of like level the playing field with LeVar Arrington, like kind of let him go, but also kind of keep him a little bit like level, so he wouldn't like go off the rails and stuff like that. But just from my experience of hearing LeVar on radio for a lot of years after he retired, bro, and seeing him on TV and stuff like that, LeVar Arrington is maybe the perfect choice to replace Shannon Sharp on that show. If they go with Shady, fine. But you got two guys in-house that I feel like personally would be better choices. I don't think Joy Taylor would want to go from her own show to back to the show she first started on just to do commentary, when she already doing commentary or analysis, later in the afternoon. I don't think she would. I don't think she would want to do that. Shady might not either, but I think Shady kind of would relish at the opportunity to put a dude like Skip in his place every week, just knowing his personality. But me personally, I wouldn't want to see it. Like I said, Nick Wright, unavailable. I don't want to see Jason McIntyre nowhere. I don't even watch the Herd like at that point for real, because not because of Colin, but because of him. Like, just his takes are just garbage, bro. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the appeal with him. And plus, he done said some stuff in the past I just don't agree with. I just don't like. Dude is crazy, but yeah, man, those my choices for who I would like to see or replace Shannon Sharp, bro. But I gotta get out of here. Let me know what y'all think, bro. And yeah, man, I'm out.